Now, as many of you already know that yesterday it was the Q2 earnings. One of the things that we got to understand from the NEO Live's earnings call is that, ladies and gents, NEO plans to officially launch, of course, their sub-brand, namely Firefly, which is their second sub-brand, late this year. You will know that that sub-brand, price-wise, it will be somewhere between 100 and 200,000 RMB, which is even much cheaper than the Onvo sub-brand. This is good news, ladies and gents, because personally I was expecting at least the Firefly to start deliveries late next year, and to know and see that NEO's plans is to start with the deliveries of the Firefly sub-brand in the first half of next year makes me to be really excited as the new investor. I mean, Onvo already is a big catalyst for NEO, but Firefly, I think it's even a much bigger catalyst because that is even a much cheaper car that will be, of course, competing with your Mini Coopers. This is what NEO said. This is good news, and I think with this kind of news, I think rest assured we are going to reach profitability by 2025. This officially means that next year NEO is going to be profitable. I mean, one of the things that we got to also understand yesterday from the NEO CEO, he said that for NEO to reach a break-even point, they need to at least be selling around 30,000 deliveries or monthly deliveries, of which, to know that in May NEO saw over 20,000 deliveries, it means that even with the NEO brand, I mean, we are a couple of thousands deliveries away from getting to profitability. This is good news. I mean, it's so amazing to see. I mean, especially with the upcoming, of course, sub-brands, especially with the fierce competition, NEO still able to sell over 20,000. I think it is something that is pretty decent. So yes, Firefly is coming first half, or deliveries of the Firefly are coming first half of 2025, which is something that is pretty exciting. Onvo deliveries are starting end of Q3, beginning of Q4, which is something that, again, that is a very big catalyst for NEO, because you know that price-wise that car will be starting around 219,000 RMB, which is something that is just amazing because it's going to add on to the, of course, NEO deliveries. And with Onvo, you will know that NEO indicated that for it to really assist NEO in terms of reaching profitability, they need to be selling around 20,000. So the target that NEO intends to get with Onvo, it's also around 20,000. The kind of deliveries that NEO is delivering or delivered in May, those, if Onvo gets to that, it will really help NEO a lot when you look into the financials, which is something that is pretty exciting. Firefly, I think that one is going to be even much worse, which gets me to the next, of course, question that I have, and that is, if NEO is planning to start with the deliveries of the Firefly first half of next year, it means that the factory F3, factory number 3 that NEO is currently busy constructing at the moment, we might see that factory being fully completed probably before the end of this year. I mean, if NEO is targeting already delivering the Firefly, of course, a brand by next year, and also start the Onvo deliveries by end of Q3, this tells me that that factory number 3 for NEO might be ready very soon, because as it stands, the 2 existing factory can't even take the demand that they are getting from the NEO orders or the NEO brand, which is something that, of course, if you add 1 plus 1, you will know, or that will give you an answer to say that NEO's plan is to make that factory to be ready before this year ends, which is something that is pretty good, because then it will try to meet the demand that might come with the 2 sub-brand. But I think because the annual production capacity on a single shift for that new factory, which is F3, will be 100,000 probably when they open. It therefore means that double shifts you can get 200,000, but you will know that the plan is for that factory to reach production capacity of 600,000, which you don't know when that factory will reach that stage. But I think when they open that factory, it will be having a single shift production capacity of 100,000, which on a monthly basis you are looking at roughly around 8,000 deliveries from that factory, because it is a single shift. Probably with a double shift, that is when maybe you can get 16,000, which I think they need to also probably ramp up. I don't know for Firefly if they will build factory number 4 trying to also serve the Firefly, of course, sub brand. But as it stands, we don't have clarity yet if the factory or if the factory number 3 will also serve the Firefly. But hopefully they have got another plan for Firefly, because Firefly, ladies and gents, I think it will sell even much quantities or large volumes, because that car will even be much cheaper, and it might have the capabilities for battery swap, of which, if that is the case, then ladies and gents, you can imagine the price that NIO will be selling the Firefly with. So these two major catalysts, Onvo, Firefly, that are coming, I think they are pretty good, and they are important to NIO, because they are the ones that will make NIO reach profitability. I mean, as it stands, we are seeing that NIO, it might be a bit difficult, though the news is saying that for them to be profitable, they need 30,000 deliveries on a monthly basis. It might be difficult for NIO to get to that, but with the Onvo and Firefly coming, these sub-brands will help NIO quickly reach profitability, which is why I'm confident that come 2025, maybe who knows, Q3, NIO tends to be a profitable company. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy NIO for the very first time, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you.